Changes in education were also up for discussion at today's Hamilton County Commission meeting.
With President Donald Trump signaling his intention to dismantle the federal Department of Education, some commissioners were concerned how this would affect education in Tennessee.
This comes in the aftermath of Governor Bill Lee's Education Freedom Act passing in the General Assembly. Here he is talking to Fox News about his views on the future of education.
President Trump has a significant understanding and a clear understanding, and is the leader, frankly, on the issue of school choice. The parents of this state should be given a greater influence on how their kids are educated, and that will happen if the federal Department of Education is dismantled.
Now, one county commissioner claimed Tennessee had a poor track record with public education.
News Channel 9's Lily Butler has more on what commissioners had to say about the future of education. Lily.
Josh, Latricia, commissioners said the conversation around public education needs to happen now, before funding is cut and the county is not prepared.
The education of our future, of the kids for our future, is too great an issue than to wait.
President Trump has voiced his intention to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education, saying he wants the states to run schools.
What would happen if suddenly we didn't have the education department, the Department of Education?
Commissioner Greg Beck brought this into question at the Hamilton County Commission meeting. He said there needs to be a plan in place at the county level.
Is anybody doing any talk or any committee talking about doing any thinking or putting any numbers together?
Some Hamilton County residents are worried about leaving it up to the state after state lawmakers passed school voucher programs.
Look at the bills that are coming from our state right now, that we can see where the priorities are, and that's not with our public schools.
Megan Gilbert lives in Chattanooga and works for a nonprofit that supports education reform. She said Tennessee has already shown it doesn't represent what the majority of people want in regards to public education.
72 out of the 95 counties actually wrote resolutions, school boards wrote resolutions against the voucher program last time.
Commissioner David Sharp said that some people don't understand the needs of children who rely on federal funding from the U.S. Department of Education.
One man's waste is another child's treasure.
He said cutting that funding would make those children go without access to some resources.
States like Tennessee, who heavily rely upon federal funding from other states, will be significantly impacted in a negative way.
Sharp said proper planning prevents poor performance, but in regards to preparing for the Department of Education's questionable future,
I don't think there's been any planning here at all.
At 6, we'll hear from Hamilton County School Board Chairman Joe Smith about how the school board is responding to President Trump's vow to end the Department of Education. Latricia?
Lily, thank you. Governor Lee officially signed his Education Freedom Act into state law last Wednesday after the General Assembly passed it during their special session.